Now we're doing FreeCodeCamp Legacy Python for everybody, visualizing data with Python. All right. So make sure you have your notes out and ready to go. Give me a second. There we go. Notes out and ready to go. We're going to be down here at the bottom, of course. Let's get this little thing so we can format it the way we want it. Drop it. Change it to, dang, that was a long time ago since I've done notes. The 21st. All right. It's like almost a full week. That is over a full week. Anyway, whatever. So let's get on it now.
Hello.
All right. Hello. All right. Let's start by writing this down. Where's the notes? Boom. I don't like that. All right. There we go. All right. So let's go. What does this say? Retrieving and visualizing data. Retrieving and visualizing data. Okay. Let's see what's up. Did he have a long weekend this weekend? Hey, what's going on, Ultra? Hey, I'm glad you got some use out of these, all right? You're down in Latin America. Well, that's good. This is the same as South America, right? Of course it is. I'm kidding. I'm from Texas. I know what's up. Anyway, back to the video. Let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to our final chapter.
Yes!
Retrieving and visualizing data. In this chapter, we are going to basically bring this all together. Databases, web services, code, loops, logic, and we're going to solve a problem that is a multi-step data analysis. We're going to find some data on the internet, might be HTML, might be an API or whatever, and we're going to write a relatively slow process that's going to pull data slowly because these are all rate limited. This is a slow and restartable process. So you can start this, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a database that's going to hold the data that we're pulling, and so this might take several days actually if you really have to do it. And then you'll build up your data in your database. And then what you tend to do is you tend to produce two databases. One is kind of a raw database that, it's all of its data columns are aimed at helping you figure out what you've got to retrieve yet and what you haven't retrieved yet. So that's kind of a crawling, spidering process. And then you find that the data is kind of nasty and ugly. And you find that before you're going to do any analysis, you probably want to clean and process it. So in a lot of these, you're going to go from a raw database to a clean one. And this is going to be really large, and this is going to be really small.
Of course.
And you're going to do this sort of once, but slowly, and you'll do this as many times as you need, changing this program, cleaning the data up over and over and over again. And then you'll end up with really clean data, and it's relatively small.
I bet you, you know what? I bet you anything. Well, I bet you $1. I bet you $1 that all this code is easy for ChatGPT to clean this stuff up. And I bet not only that, even if it's hard, I bet you there's a ton of documentation on how to do this everywhere. Let's go.
And you might run programs that'll loop through this to do visualizations or analysis or some things or whatever. And so you'll actually sort of use this database as a source of information. Okay?
True. So, all right, let's write this down. Okay, I was waiting for him to get to a point that we could actually write this stuff down. All right, so this is going to be, God, I hate doing these stupid pictures, though. I really need to get like one of those pads that I can just like write down like he's using here. I mean, they got some really good ones these days. Like that one he's using, this is like old. All right, so what are we doing? Multi-step data analysis. Multi-step, step data analysis. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to start off with, we're going to have a data source. That's not how you spell it. All right. And it's going to gather data. All right. And then it's going to put it in a raw database. Raw database. Database. All right. Maybe I should put, nah, it doesn't matter. All right. I don't think we need to go down. I think we can drop this down a couple like that. And then we can just keep doing it like this. Actually, no, we need to bring it down because we're running out of, no, we're not. All right, whatever. So let's do this. Then we can clean it. Clean. Process. Data. Data. All right. Then we'll have a filtered database. Filtered database, small, clean database. Clean database. No, that looks like the verb. Clean the database. Filtered database. Filtered database. All right, good. And then we're going to visualize. So let's come up here. One of these. One of these. And then we'll say we can either visualize this. Actually, you know what? I think it would be even cooler if this was over here. Let's go 1, 2, no. Back one. Let's just tab 1. And then tab 1. Visualize or analyze. Analyze. Boom. That looks great. That looks great. Let's go.
That's the basic pattern of what we're going to work with. Now, this.
All right. What is this before you get into it? Many data mining technologies. Should we write this down? We'll see.
This is what I call personal data mining. And if you're going to do this seriously, Python is used in lots of data mining activities. But if you're going to do data mining seriously with really, really large data sets, we're doing small to medium-sized data sets, as you might do sort of for individual personal research versus like an organizational research where you're processing the logs of a web server or something like that. And there's lots and lots of wonderful technology. And what's really cool is this technology just keeps getting better and better because the whole data mining, data analysis, natural language processing field is just so hot right now. It's so awesome. We're going to keep it simple and do stuff for ourselves for now. And I gave you a bunch of sample code that's going to make it so that you can adapt this sample code to solve the problems that you need to solve.
True.
So like I said, this is more of a programming exercise.
Okay. Back it up. He didn't even talk about any of these. I should have expected that, but you know what? Sometimes I forget. I'm such a forgetful guy. So we're going to write these down, but there's a huge chance that some of these won't be available anymore. And things are completely different because, I mean, when was this recorded? Before COVID, right? So there's no telling, but we will write this stuff down. What was this called? Many data mining technologies. All right. And so we've got Hadoop Apache.org. All right. Hadoop Apache.org. Okay. What else? Spark.apache.org. Apache. That's not it. Apache.org. All right. We got AWS. AWS.amazon.com/redshift. We might check that out. We might check all these out, but not today. That pretty much means we're not going to do it. But maybe. Anyway, pentaho.com. These are some wild names, huh? Anyway, Tahoe, Penn Tahoe. That's not how you spell Lake Tahoe, is it? I don't remember. I don't care, actually. So here's some, and then there's more.
Solve the problems that you need to solve.
True.
So like I said, this...
All right, let's write this down before he gets to telling us what it is so we can have a jump on it, right? That's the way I think about it. Personal data mining, all right? Personal data mining. I don't know why he put that in quotes. I think it's normal, right? Our goal is to what? 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 I don't even know what this is. All right, we're going to get rid of that. Boom.
This is more of a programming exercise. Data mining might be a lot more complex. If you're doing simple research, this might actually model what you do pretty well. So the first thing...
Okay, let's do this. Finally, we got something we can write down. Geodata. Geodata makes a Google map from user entered data. Yeah, there's no telling. I mean, I bet you we won't have access to this. Uses the Google Geodata API. I don't remember though. I could have sworn we ran into the map thing before and there was something fishy about it. I can't remember. Maybe it was just the Twitter, but I don't know. Anyway, so caches data in a database to avoid rate limiting and allow restarting. I don't know what that means, but luckily maybe he'll go over that. We'll see. Visualized in a browser using the Google Maps API. I don't know about you, but I hate it when things are like visualized in browsers. Like when I'm writing code and I got to look at it in a browser, I'm just like, man, I don't like the browser. But it is what it is. Let's go.
That we're going to do is what's called use model what you do pretty well. So the first thing that we're going to do is what's called use the Google's JSON API for geocoding. And there are two versions of this. One version requires a key and one version doesn't require a key. Google used to make all this data available for free, but with just a rate limit, but now they're increasingly requiring a key. So I give you code in this zip file that kind of does both. If you really want to do something in production,
we'll see.
User entered places and names.
I mean, we have to have this already. I mean, we have to if we've been doing this so far. Get out of here. File, open folder. Where's desktop? Boom. Where's py48? Boom. Code 3. Yeah, we've got to have this in here already. Select folder. All right. What was it? What was the name of it? What the hell is this? What's this? I don't know. What is it? Geodata.zip. We have to have this. Where are you at, Geodata? Yeah. Where you at? GeoXML? Nope. I guess we don't. Turns out. Oh, .zip? Would it be up here? Nope. Nope. I guess we don't hit it. I guess we don't have it anymore. Whatever.
And getting precise latitude, longitude coordinates so you can produce a nice little Google map like this. And
that's got to be. It's got to be it, right? That's geodata.zip. We're in code 3 right here. It's got to be it. Do we have it? Geo where? No. PageRank, rosters, soup sieve. Nope. I don't think we're going to be able to do geodata.zip. Boo-hoo, the future is bleak. The future is now. Anyway, let's get back to it.
But since Google has made a rate limited API, I've actually pre-spidered a copy of the Google data, and I have my own sort of fake Google API, and so you can do your assignments and test all your code using my fake API, which has no rate limits and has no problems, but it's only a limited set of the data. And so this is the basic process, and it's...
Let's look at this before he goes through it. Nope, let's let him go through it. I don't know what's going on.
It's one of those things that it follows that basic personal data modeling, personal data mining pattern. And so here's this API, which is either Google or me. I've got my own Dr. Chuck version of this, drchuck.net version of this. Cool. And there is an input queue of the location. So this is the user data where they just put in the name of where they think they live, University of Tübingen or something. And so this is the queue of the things that are to be retrieved. And in my case, when I built this map for the first time, there was like 15,000. And it took me days to get this. And so it would stop. And so what I would do is I would, read the first one into this geoload.py, check to see if I already had it in my database. If I didn't already have a database, I would go into the API, I'd pull the data down, and I would put it in the database. And then I would go to the next one, the next one, the next one. And so, I might get 1,000 in my database, and then it blows up, or I'm told I can't go any further. So I wait 24 hours, I start it up, and it reads the first 1,000 and says, oh, they're all in the database already. And then it starts at 1,001. And then it adds that, and adds that, and then until it stops. And so it took me several days of processing to get this data right.
You can only get 1,000 a day, and this is back then. I'm sure we can't even touch this these days. That's one of the things about this little tangent, okay? Little tangent right now. That's the thing about this coding thing, is that these cowboys, that cowboy right there that's doing this, all these cowboys out here, they were able to do all this stuff in the wild west of coding, right? Of the internet, I should say, right? But we don't get to just do whatever we want like these guys used to be able to. I'm pretty sure they're gonna hem this up pretty strongly for us these days, because they don't want just any. Just think of how many millions of us there could be just saying, okay, I need all this because you've seen the big guys channels like Fireship and all those other guys. There's Fireship's got millions of subscribers. That means there's millions of coders. You know what I'm saying? And those are just the ones watching his stuff. And so if you have millions of us saying, hey, Google, give me this, hell no. That ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna let you do that. Get out of here. Yeah, so whatever, no big deal. As long as we keep working hard, working strong, working smart, and working hard. Because some people will say work smart and not hard. No, how about do both? You know what I'm saying? How about do both? It's not an either or. You can intelligently, smartly work hard. So let's go.
Process, because this data is pretty simple. I was pulling out the JSON, the latitude and longitude, etc. And so I didn't have to do two separate processes to clean this data up. It was clean enough right as I pulled it. Because I was talking to an API. If you're talking to the HTML, sometimes it gets nasty and ugly. And so then I wrote this program that just reads through it. It just does a select and reads through the stuff, and it prints out some summary information and tells you what to do. It also prints out, and you'll see this pattern, because I'm visualizing using browsers, HTML, and this happens to be using the Google Maps API. And putting all the data in a little JavaScript file. So these end up being assignment statements in JavaScript. You can take a look at that file. And all the data shows up as assignment.
Hold on a second. Hold on. You don't just tell me I can look at it and you're not going to look at it. We're going to go look at it. Where? It's not here either. What? Come on now. OpenGeo, it's got to be in here. There's where.js right there. Oh, geoload.py. Is this what he was saying? Give me a second. Geodata.zip. No. Let's go to this README. Using the OpenStreetMap API with the data. Oh, this might be it, actually. This is probably what's in that zip file, huh? OpenGeo. This is probably what's in that zip file, huh? We're cool then. We're cool. We're going to be able to do this. Awesome. All right, let's go.
Assignment statements in the JavaScript, and then when this HTML loads, it reads this file and puts up all those pins as long as you have access.
Okay, what does this say? Because now that we can actually look at this, let's actually look at this. Okay, how many did I just hit?
And when this HTML...
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. Where.data? Let's see that. Where.data? Haha! This is it! Smooth. Okay, great. That's great. 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And let's
HTML loads, it reads this file, shows up as assignment statements in the JavaScript, and then when this HTML loads, it reads this file and puts up all those pins as long as you have access to the in-browser JavaScript API.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is PageRank, which is spidering now
PageRank, yes.
We talked a lot about this. Spider HTML, get some links. And so up next, we're going to actually build a real database, full-featured search engine using PageRank.
PageRank. Okay, that's it. Very important. Okay, PageRank. I'm pretty sure that has a lot to do with getting your website seen and getting, you know, views and clicks and everything. This might actually be very important, this next video. This might be the one we've been waiting for, in fact, and we didn't even know it. So there we go. Another one down. Okay, another one down, right? Let's do this. Question. Most data needs to be blank before using it. Cleaned. Yeah. Converted to before using it. Cleaned. Turned into a song. No. Cleaned. Of course. Look at that number. Ooh. Ooh. Remember when that number was at 50 something? Remember when that number was at like 30 something and it had been like a month since we started? Ooh. Looks good and submit it. All right. So now we're on to data visualization, PageRank, and we'll see you next time.